pen, I'll have to martin it, yeah? Martin like this. Martin it. So martin it, yeah? Up here, see I have on it, it will not show at all. When I went to the beach, this is what I had, and no one could notice. Then remember your sarong, and that's it. Don't forget to watch all the videos. I have like about 7 videos in this video, some clips actually, I call them clips, you know, demonstrating on my topics for the day. Guys, go to the beach, guys. I always wear my bikini in, I wear everything, you know what I mean? So I don't have to struggle with one change. Ladies, make sure you always wax. Make sure you always wax. Alright? Okay. So, got my, or you shave, that's fine. I always have my sarong. Yeah? Do not forget to subscribe, share, and make a comment. Alright, people. Okay, getting to the point. You know, you saw in this video, there's so many videos as usual, and I want to talk about girls going to the beach when it comes to during your period. Probably your girlfriend had told you earlier, and you just missed you didn't calculate your period properly, or you didn't get to remember that your period was coming. If it's not heavy, if you don't have pains, try and make it for your girlfriend, and I'll show you how you can do that. And probably there's a dress code and you have a concern. Probably said you should wear bikini or you should wear your swimming trunk. No worries, I've got you. Okay, in this case here, all you need to do is just to have your G-string and then your pad, you know, put it on your G-string and then wear it, and then wear your swimming trunk or your bikini. It will work out well for you. Then you have extra pad or tampon, depending on what you use, other tampon or pad. I prefer pad, nice ones, okay? So now what you need, remember you have to also use your sarong so that you can, you know, just knot it, okay? And then, okay, when I went to the beach, I actually rode a horse, and I was really scared because it's near the ocean, so I don't know that it's going to go off and just take me straight to the ocean, so I was scared. It's not my first time though. I've done that in a polo club where it's proper field, and I was comfortable, more comfortable. But I want to tell people, if you want to go on horse riding, if you're not wearing the proper outfit or you're not wearing jeans, if you want to do it, you have to put something on your cloth. Let's say your sarong or a blanket on the saddle, okay? That way you don't have some irritation. You don't know how if the horse was washed or not, or whether it is back or not. So just be safe. Again, if you're going with your family, you need to carry a big bag and have all the stuff that you need. And if you're in the beach, you have to also with your family, especially if you have like a 2-year-old or 3-year-old, just make sure you have a blanket on the sand. Lay there and let them stay. You as an adult, you can have your jeans on the sand, it's no problem. When you guys get home, make sure you wash yourself properly with the toy, alright? Just to get that in the way. Then if you're going to the beach, remember, just carry a big bag, put all the things you need. Don't forget your sunglasses. For me, it's a must. Don't forget your shawl. That's also a must, right? It's also a must, yeah? Don't forget your sanitizer. Don't forget your mask, you know? And most importantly, don't forget your purse. In this purse, I just have 2 items, which is my ID and then my credit card, the one that has smaller amounts. That way you can purchase anything you want to purchase, you know. And if it gets missing, it's not so much, because just the smaller credit, alright? And then your ID is very important. Okay. And remember, ladies, please remember to wax or you use Vit to, you know, clear the hair in those areas. You know, I like to use Vit anyways. If you can wax, then do that. It's not a big deal. So having said that, I want to also mention this here. Some people sweat a lot. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I like my what's it called? I call it smoke perfume. I always use it. It's handy here, and then they smell nice. You know what I mean? So I want to mention this. There's some people who sweat a lot. So for those who sweat a lot, I think you need to use this. For those who don't sweat a lot, you use this one. If you sweat a lot and use this, you're going to start smelling because after a while it fades off. That's my observation. I have a cousin, she sweats a lot and this is what she uses. So try that and it will work for you. It stays longer as well. And I want to mention to ladies, please, if you don't like this thing, they're meant to be used probably within a month. Should be gone. I've not seen any expiring date. If you have, please make a comment in the comment section. And if you have any product that you use, there's no expiring date, please just finish it that day and get rid of it. Make sure you get product that have expiring dates. It's very, very important. All right then, getting down to one of the main talks for the day. I want to actually ask a few questions though. Do you think do you call these people fake friends? Those that monitor your money. Let's say you have product online and some people just made some purchase, let's say 100 people, or 200 or 300, and you haven't told your girlfriend, but she's quick to give you a call and tell you that, oh girlfriend, you're really making it. You got 300 or 200 people purchasing your stuff. That means you have so amount of money. Oh my God. And you didn't mention it to her. Do you think that friend is fake? Do you think she's genuine? For me, I think it's a bit odd. Why would you want to tell me that you haven't bought my stuff though? You haven't really talked about my stuff, and just once they had bought it, you went online to check. You're monitoring my money. For me, I think it's a bit odd. What do you think? Do you think that friend is fake? Having said that, I want to get it off the way. All you friends that are not subscribed to my channel, I have about 5,000 friends, or let me say numbers on my phone, and about just 100 that have subscribe. What are you waiting for? I try to support your girl. I support you, don't I? Anyways, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to get that off the way. So, having said that, I just want to mention, I said earlier on that ladies need a lot of affirmation, and I've gone to point to 5 things that men need to do, which is tags. C. T stands for touch. A stands for formation, G stands for gift, S stands for service, and C for communication. These are the things men you should do. It's just basically touch a woman, she has added weight, just tell her in a gentle way, and we go to the gym together, she understands, she knows what that means, and don't say you're fat, I can't make love to you, you're fat, I can't do this to you, nah, don't do that. Also, you've got to learn to assure her she's the number one in your life. Make sure you tell her that she's you're beautiful, your hair's nice. Always tell her that no matter what, I chose you because you are the one for me. That assurance is so important for women, alright? Then the G is gifts. Not just on her birthday or anniversaries, Always, or Valentine's Day, please just get her gifts, okay? When you're supposed to come back from work, just have time to give out these things. It mustn't have to be an expensive gift. It could be small perfume, it could be a flower, it could be, not the big things, it's not that counts. It could be anything. It could be maybe a jewelry, earrings, necklace, whatever it is. Just get her something. It's good. Gifts are good, okay? Then the service. If let's assume she came back early and she couldn't drive out again, just try as much as possible to what's the word now? Do whatever she asks you to do. If you're in traffic and it's not working, there's traffic and you feel that you can't go through that traffic, just go out of your way to do it, alright? If she asks you, oh honey, please get me orange, I forgot it, or toothpaste, or tomatoes, whatever it is, just once in a while. We're not going to you guys into servants, okay? Just once in a while, alright? And once in a while, also maybe do like a breakfast in bed for her once in a blue moon. It's good. Then communication is so important. That we need to communicate. Say it as it is. Lay it on the table. That way you get to understand yourself better. I hope this point that I've made for the men, I hope you can take it and start today with your girlfriend, with your wife, whoever it takes, a partner. Let her feel really, really, worthy of your relationship. If that makes sense. And please don't forget to watch all the videos and make a comment. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hi guys, this is Girl Everyone. You guys remember, right? I told you I just got my hair about a few minutes ago and I'm going to go back to the neck. So I want to show you guys today a quick one, what I call emergency hairdo and emergency makeup. So this is it, yeah? See the neck here? See? So here's what I'm doing with it, right? So what basically what I'm going to do is just pack it and give it a nice look. This is aromatic hair brush, the hair cream when you're using it. It has the hair really, even if it's dew, you need the hair soft. Some people can use the drying, but once you use this hair cream, you need to look at it. Then the link right below, put a little video one to come. You have to make about it. So basically I'm using a rubber band, yeah? Rubber band is cheap, very affordable. So I'll just do it pack it like this. Can you see? So that's I'm going to do this a little bit tight. And then different colors. So you can see. Then I'll have to martin it, yeah? Martin it like this. Martin it. So martin it, yeah? So I do this way so that it lasts longer for me. That's why some people just pack it. And this lasts longer, so I just stuff it in. Okay, so this is what I have right now, right? So this is it. Now the trick is, this is what this is the base is just $1, about 500 naira. So just put it right here like this. Let me see. This is the base already. What I now do, since it's an emergency, it's just like for me 5 minutes, okay? Just like 5 minutes, you know. So I just put it at once. Some I just go one after the other, depending on what you want from your weave. Some have like this is just a bundle. Some have a bundle, some have. So I just go like this and then go this way, yeah? Go like this. And then put it like this, yeah? Okay, let me show you. Right, so this is it. Yeah, and then I have my rubber band I'm going to use, yeah? So just hold it like this. I have to put it here so I can see what I'm doing, yeah? Okay, see? I'm ready base already. I have to put another one so it goes firmly. There's no room for disappointment. Remember to have extra rubber band because it can disappoint you by cutting. So, yeah. So this is the first look, let me say, yeah? Now I have to brush the hair. Then leave one. So I've used this one for quite a while, so it's a bit tangled. You know? This is it, yeah? So what I now do is to make that nice box. I'll just put this like this. The first one, I don't like to make the box a little bit smaller. You can have a kind of lovely shape. Just use your hand to set it right. There's no particular way to get it to be nice fitting. You have to use your hand and then you go with flow. Okay, so I'm gonna get my rubber band and then this way. Yeah. You have to remember the number from you. See? It's exactly shape already. So let's have enough rubber band right now, but I'll just show you the one I like. I think I have left some somewhere in the room, so I'll just show you what I have. Yeah, if you want rubber band, you just have like here again. So I'm sure of rubber band, I just do this. It's just another trick. Yeah, you see? It's a trick on this one. So yeah, so you just give it a nice wash. Okay, it's done. Depending on the way you want your box to be, I like mine a little bit bigger, you know, and I let them equal as well. So, there you go. I love it. So I'm going to do the makeup right now. So. Makeup, yeah. See, I have to clean my hands with the baby wipes. I need some quiet, please. Thank you. Okay, so see, clean it very well. So basically, I use Mary Kay. Yeah, I can use any product, but I just prefer Mary Kay. So I can really get my color. So I combine it, and this is, you have to look for your color, okay? It's very, very important. Make sure you clean your face. I just wash the face here. And this is Mary Kay, and this is beige 8. I combine it with one bronze one. So I try to give it a cool measure. The same press I do here is the same I do on the other one. I get a balance. Yeah, just one press. Depends on you. I don't really like heavy makeup. Remember, this is an emergency. Remember, it's an emergency, right? So I have to use my hand. Let's assume I'm in the car. I want to go, or you're going for your kid. Yeah, I just mix it. Yeah. So I'll not put it on my face. Yeah. Just remember, in the emergency, I'm using my hands. There's no time for brush. Let's assume you want to take your kids right now to, or you want to meet the teachers in school or the principal or whoever. You get an emergency makeup, so you don't need all the brush to go here and there. So this is, so just put it. Remember, I don't usually put it here at all. I'll give you reasons why. Okay. That's a simple makeup. Just my palette. If I want to do for events, I call the professionals to, you know, do that touch. I like to always take it down, even down to this place. Yeah, I always do that. I don't know why. Just to blend everything. You don't do the skin blended already, but I just like to put everything together. Yeah. So. Yeah. So that's it, yeah. So it's now time for the eye pencil. So this is what I use. This one, yeah, makes it well sharpened. I have to use the mirror. So just try to get your shape actually. Just basically try to get your shape, the shape of your eyebrow. You know? They say experts say can't really get it right. That's the two eyebrows to be exactly the same. I don't know about that. But I tried to just make it up like the shape of my eyebrow, you know? So everything's under 5 minutes, to be honest with you. Under 5 minutes, you know? Okay. So I'm using the bigger mirror here because of I'm filming. And no more that I don't feel close to. You know, so I haven't done that. I hope I have my this is a pencil for the eyeliner. Just put it. Yeah. And top down and up, okay? I have to always use the mirror, to be honest. I have to always use the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Some people do without the mirror. Then afterwards, I just use my mascara. And then just to bring out the lashes, just go up like this. Just to bring up the lashes, yeah? You don't have much of lashes. Just do it like this so that the base, so that it's sticking at the base of your lashes. So now, of course, you guys know me, I'm sucker for Vaseline, so then I have my lip liner. This is it. This is then the lips. Just put my lipstick. Very simple. Easy. Remember to always be properly wear your earrings, especially if you have your hair or back that brings out your face. But if you have it, sometimes I don't wear I don't wear earrings because I'm having my wig on that covers my hair. There's no need, but it's always good to wear your earring. You know, then you have your face with all your face is shown. You know, when you have hair that brings all your face out, it's good to wear earrings. Yeah. Let's use a good look. Yeah. So. Now, how do I look? I'm loving, 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 loving. You love? I love it. I love it. I love it. Recording, you should be recording, right? I hope I'm recording. So, hi, how are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. And I'm saying, I want to, this our meeting today, or our interview today, please be honest with what you have, you know. I've got a couple of things to ask you. First of all, you are a wonderful YouTuber in the sense that your advert on your channel is mad. Come on now, well, one day
So I have Adam Sling here on my channel. You guys know him already, and he's a great YouTuber. I invited him just for you starters who want to start YouTube. You need to know how he started, the challenges he's facing, and so far what has really made him to go this far. Personally, I think he makes a lot of money from adverts. He's one of the Nigerian YouTubers that have most times you just see advert pop up all the time in his 20 minutes of his content. You will see almost like six advert, if I'm not mistaken. So please, Adam Sling, please quickly tell someone who is watching this what they need to know when it comes to being a YouTuber and starting as a freshman when it comes to YouTube, being a YouTuber.
It's simple. You just have to have the confidence.
We can hardly hear you. We can hardly hear you.
Okay, I said it's simple. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I said it's simple, and all you need is just the confidence, the spirit, and the zeal to do it. And just know exactly what you want to sell out there. You cannot just come and start just want to do YouTube simply because you see people doing it. You know, you just have to know exactly what you want to do, how you're going to do it. So you just have the zeal.
Okay, so basically, Adam Sling is saying that have the passion. At the same time, either you're an entrepreneur or you're what do you call it now, a white collar jobs person, then you add it with your YouTube work. Don't do YouTube alone until you're really established, otherwise you're going to be frustrated. Then you also mentioned that you have to also you can start with a camera, a good camera. You don't need all the microphone, all the lightning for as a starter. Once you start making good money, you'll be able to afford those things. Just have a good camera. Make sure that where you are doesn't have a lot of noise, and so you can have quality production. So Adam Sling, please, you're going to come back here and tell us how YouTube pays you, because I hear Wode Maya, Ghanaian YouTuber, earns $40,000 in a month, and his advert, I have checked, yes, his advert is not as much as your own. So you're coming on this channel to come and motivate us as well. You know what I mean? So anyways, having said that, I watched one of your program yesterday. Somebody was saying that you're gay. I almost laughed my head off. But just quickly, just in a sentence, what they have to tell people who, when they accuse you of what you're not, what they have to tell such people, how do you defend yourself when they accuse you wrongly of what you're not, especially your personality?
I think I just I have a way of turning it into a content. Like I want to accuse me. If you accuse me, I have a way of mocking of making money through that accusation. Something about that. I don't run away from accusation. I engage. In fact, I love the kind of accusation.
Did you guys hear that? He said he loves negative comment, and especially when they talk wrongly about him, especially his personality. When they said he was gay, he makes money out of it by creating a content. So guys, lesson to be learned. All right, the big one that is coming now is Valentine. Do you think it's over exaggerated? Do you think it's overhyped? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You say if I think it's overhyped?
Yes, Valentine. Yeah, is it overhyped?
Well, I think it's overhyped because me myself, Valentine is my birthday.
Ah,
And
okay.
I don't know which one I should celebrate. So I think well, for people celebrating Valentine's, well, yeah, but it's not about hype. It's just normal thing. It's something traditional. It's what we have been doing for a long time now. It's not as if it's by some Bible, but sometimes we just have to celebrate ourselves as human beings. Forget religion. It's not about it's just our day.
Okay. Okay, happy birthday in advance, and that means your other name is Valentine then, because anybody who is born on the 14th of February, they are called Valentine. Your family in your YouTube channel, I hope they can listen to me. They should start calling you Valentine and Slick from now. Anyway, so there's this saying that says when they give gifts, that is the thought that counts. I have an objection to that. So what's your take on that particular statement? Is the thought that counts when someone gives you
Please, can you read?
if someone gives you
Someone give you gift?
a gift, yes, especially on Valentine's Day or other days, especially Valentine's Day, is it they say that is a thought that counts, not really. Most people misunderstand what is a thought that counts. For example, some women would send boxers, singlets, handkerchiefs to their boyfriends or to their husbands or to their man. Meanwhile, they know fully well that this man has all these things full in his wardrobe. So, and they're going to go and bring more to it. Is that what do you think? Those such women will tell you is a thought that counts. After all, they bought him handkerchief, they bought him singlet, they bought him boxers. So for you, is it really the thought that counts when you give such gifts?
Well, yeah, I think, yeah, now that I understand what all that means, I think, yes. Me, generally, even on my channel, I've always advocated for men. It's time that women start pampering us more than what they usually do for us. Come on, buying boxers and their singlets for someone who already has all these things. Come on, that's the women should switch it up a little bit. You buy us good things. Men deserve to be pampered. They deserve to be pampered.
Okay, that's no problem. But when the person does not have the money, I think what I'm trying to say is, if you want to buy something for somebody, it should have a purpose. That it should be functional. It should have value. It should have sentiment on it. Let me give an example. Everybody that comes on my channel, for one, I do a hair product. I know you have hair. So if I decide to give you shampoo, I know that shampoo will function on your hair. It will make the hair grow. So it's valuable. And the sentiment is that because you came to my channel, that was what connected us together. So that is memorable. It mustn't be expensive, but let it make sense. Let it, it's not something that somebody will give you. The person will go and dump it somewhere in the cupboard or even throw it away. It might not, if you don't have the money to do the luxurious gift, do something that is worth the person's while. Something that the person can use. That's my own take anyways. Okay, I haven't said that. Let me, give you another one. You've heard about this Lori Harvey now. The Lori Harvey's case, the daughter. Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter. Lori Harvey. You've heard about her. She's actually dating Jordan right now, Michael Jordan. The man who acted, known for Black Panther, yes. So, you know that the father is a public figure. She changes, let's use the term, she changes men like water. The one that caught my attention was when one of the YouTubers was saying that, oh, yes, it's good. Let her keep changing men. It's good. Let her just keep changing men. And, at first she was dating Puff Daddy's son. Then she never left him and now started dating Puff Daddy, yes. And the parents also went on cruise with them, just according to them, just to watch out for her, and now she's not dating Michael Jordan. what's your take, for someone to date the son and then later not date the father? What's your take on that?
Well, I'm going to use my native sense on it, being from a Nigerian background.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that is not that good, not that good, but being who she is, and she loves to go out there. Maybe she just wants to experience a lot of men. But come on, man, you cannot keep doing that. You cannot keep doing that. From one guy to another, or maybe she just putting
She's only 21,
the
mind
problem.
you. She's only 21 years old.
That's the problem. She's only 21 years
Yeah, she's
old.
only about 21 years, yes.
I can count maybe like seven, and I can count like seven guys she has dated. So maybe before she's up to like 25, 25 years old. She may have dated the whole Hollywood.
Yeah. I'm not certain about her age, whether it's 21, between 21 and 25, but still, she's still between 21 and 25, but still. You see, I think my own take really, I don't have any issue for her to, but that particular one of dating the father, the son, and then dating the father, I think it was just a bit too much, to be honest. You know what I mean? For 21, 25, I think she's just trying to explore, her opportunities there with men. You know, I think,
Yeah.
to be
She
honest,
wants to take a lot.
what she does with her life is not none of my business. But what I just want to take out there is, for the YouTuber who said it's okay for her to just keep exploring, it's fine, but don't date your father. You don't date your father, your boyfriend's father. You don't date after dating your boyfriend and you're going to go and date the father. Is I think it's really a no-no. Whether we're Africans or we're Americans, it's really a no-no. Personally, for me, So I think YouTubers should mind some things they put out there, because they've got they have people who are their fans, and they're role models to so many. So before they take out whatever they take, they should try and put themselves in their position when they were such an age, because people can misunderstand things sometimes. Anyway, having said that, that is also taking us to that point of the lady who kept on talking about buying a car with her hard-earned money. Why is she overflogging the issue? All these things, for me, I think it's just too much talk. Why don't you just calm down and let it pass? People always talk anyways. My own take is, even if they're actually dating, will they come and tell you that they're dating? They will not now. So if that has come up, I think they're making YouTubers, they're making us talk about it now. The more you talk about it, the more people will find issues, to bring into the matter.
I see. Okay, it's about Destiny Chicken.
Yeah.
Well, she should be happy that we are even talking about her. Honestly, there are a bunch of celebrities out there who intentionally go out there to create a scene so that we can even talk about them. Seriously. So she should be happy. If she's complaining, there are people. What makes you a celebrity is because they talk about you. It's not because of any other thing. Celebrity is someone people talk about a lot. So if you say, and one thing that I over the years we have seen all those female celebrities buying a lot of things, and we try as much as possible to vouch for them, to support them, to be like okay, they are working for money. But at the end of the day, you find out that it's just entirely lie. They are just getting it from this man out there. Even with the Madonna issue. After months of denying, swearing with everything, at the end of the day, it came out. To be true, I'm like, okay, all those saying she coming out to talk, nobody will believe her. You might just kept quiet. Or if you are driving a car, nobody will know that car is yours, except when you bring it out. Oh, I bought a car. People don't even know you bought a car. You brought it out. And you created that scene for people to talk about you.
So your advice is for them to, so your advice now is for them to not bring out their dirty linen into the public, basically, right?
Yeah. If you cannot handle it, don't bring it out.
Okay, you guys heard him. Or if you know you cannot defend yourself, don't bring it out, otherwise you'll be disgracing yourself. Personally, I think it's good to be private. You can be very social and also be private, and put out the things that, as a role model, as an actress or whatever you are, put out things that should inspire people. You talk about when it was difficult for you to become an actress and how you made it, but don't overflog it or exaggerate. Don't make people think that is your work that is giving you all the luxurious things that you have. You're misleading the youths, for those who want to believe them anyways. Anyway, having said that, another lady who is you must have heard about her now, the gorilla, what they call it, gorilla glue spray. The lady who puts spray on her hair, she's actually a beauty influencer. It's not funny. I really feel for her, honestly. It's not something that is a joke. It's a mistake. Nobody should.
How can you be feeling for that kind of person? That person, she intentionally did that, and after she did that, she got verified on Instagram.
Oh my God.
So she got more than $10,000 from GoFundMe account. Like I insist on that. So if people make some silly decision, I will just stand up and be like, okay, let me do something silly today, and let me check if I will have if my account will be verified, or if I get a GoFundMe account.
She verified. Are you sure she's verified? I don't think so. I checked her.
Now, check it.
Really?
She wasn't verified before. Because of the popularity.
Wow.
She has been verified.
So people just do anything just to be verified. Oh my God.
The trend right now is that the trend right now is make a stupid decision, then things will start happening for you. Success will start happening for you. That's what the trend is.
Oh my God. Interesting. Oh, this is a nice one. Okay, I just have two more questions left. To be honest, I need you to tell us on a serious note here, what exactly is like for you. At some point, I'm sure there was a time you were really not happy being a YouTuber. At some point, I'm sure there was a time where you were actually discouraged, that you want to give up. After putting all your best, your passion, and you needed to earn money, but it's not forthcoming. What will you tell the next person who is experiencing that right now?
Well, I cannot remember the hardship that I went through then, or I cannot remember all, because of now I will have a little bit of success. But honestly, up to today, I do feel discouraged. Up to this day, I do feel discouraged. But during that time when I was coming up, I have some really up and down. Sometimes I'll be like them, I don't want to do this hard. Even when YouTube demonetized me for a complete whole year. For a complete whole year, YouTube demonetized my account. After I started making money, because of some silly mistakes, I was doing copy paste and everything to demonetize me. That didn't give me hard. But I said, no, it's not possible. I cannot just do that. Because me, I'm the kind of person that I hardly give up. I don't give up. I don't give up easily. So I think that when that up to go through, like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be like, oh God, I'm not doing this today. But if I think about the audience out there who are waiting, who say, okay, they are waiting for my material. They just want me to say something. That's the only thing that gives me.
Wow.
He say, new YouTubers, focus your mind on the prize. Reset your mind and don't give up easily.
So when YouTube demonetized you, you also had to obey their rules. Did you delete all the videos that were because of the? Did you delete all the videos? What did you do to those videos?
I started from this scratch. I didn't all my videos, all my
Wow, you deleted all your videos and started from scratch. But was it the same name? With the same name? You use the same Adam Sling?
yeah, with the same name.
Okay.
Yeah, the same name, Adam Smith. The same, the same account, the same account.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful.
Everything, but there's the eyes, everything.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's quite encouraging to people who almost have given up on YouTube and all that. So, that's I really enjoyed this your interview. I hope we'll do more of it, and I'm going to post it this week and then put your link, your own link on in there, so to speak, basically. So, thank you so much for honoring my interview, and all the best. Yes, you said, let me wrap up with this. You said that money is not, speaking English is not what gives money. That in this country, especially in Africa and Nigeria, it's the money you have in your pockets, the business you're doing, that's what makes who you are, not the English speaking. So please run it up with that one so can just say bye.
People are so concerned, like most especially Nigeria, are so concerned what you are saying than listening to the next thing. I don't get it. Why? Who will be watching the video? Who people think about the message I'm talking about? They will jump to, right, okay, let me check if it makes want to speak about something. They'll be like, oh, Adam Flynn is king, not off. Like, it's okay. Keep doing that now. In this country, Buhari is the one really knows. Really don't go over procession, doctors and everything. The people who make the world go around, literally, they will go to school. The people who make the world go around, they make the laws of this world go. They're not that complicated. They just need to be civilized. They just need to listen. They just need to understand. That is all. They don't need to read what you are saying. Listening and understand, and you will go places.
Thank you so much. You guys heard him. Listen and understand, and you go places. English is not the VONO. It's not by speaking big English or correct English. Just what can you offer? How can you help their problems? Basically. And I want to also say thank you. Your YouTube has a lot of content. People say some YouTuber will tell you just do only one topic, focus on your elements. But hey, this is your style and I believe in it as well. In my own YouTube channel, I talk about a lot of things. It's better that way. That way people are not bored. Different types of people can at least pick up a topic and relate with it. So well done. Thank you so much. I'm going to put your link there as well. Once I post it, I will let you know. And please, what do you say?
Let me know so I can share it as well.
Okay. Have a beautiful, productive day tomorrow. Today is already night. And please, do not forget, you're coming back to this channel to come and share how you're making that money. That what YouTube is paying you. Don't come and do. All right. Bye. Thank you so much. It's so nice meeting you. Thank you. Bye. 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 Hello, lovely family. Welcome to the launching of my book titled The Brain Box of the Mind. Please watch to the end and share and comment. It is a beautiful book and a beautiful launching as well. Love you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.
About tax and cultural intelligence used by a linguist in business. And then she goes into the romantic part of the book. But what struck me about these aspects of the book that I've just mentioned is the fact that she went in depth. Her research was spot on. I said to myself, how many years did she spend actually researching these different topics in order to be able to portray each and every sphere so beautifully? And for that I say, please, you have to own this book. It will inspire you. It will show you that no matter how old you are, you can always learn. It will show you that you have to persevere in any and everything you decide to do. So please, I am not going to bore you because we're here going to have somebody who's going to review this book. All I can say to you, ladies and gentlemen, is buy The Brain Box of the Mind. That is what it is.
The sanitizer. The sanitizer.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming out and then giving us insight about the book. She is the chairman of the occasion, and we are really privileged to have her here. I would like to go through our special guest of honor again, just to appreciate you for coming here and then giving us your present, dropping everything you have to do to be here with us. I would like to start with the chairman of the occasion, who just gave her speech right now. She is the Pro-Consul of the British Deputy High Commission Senior Staff. Her name is Uzo Amaka Igona. She's the chairman of the occasion. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming through. Also here with us is Tony Ebo. He's the director of FoxView.tv. Thank you so much for being here with us. We also have here Moji Ade.
Personal level, we can push ourselves to the level of drone in this book, where we can attempt to do quite, away from our comfort zone, where we can afford to do something a bit on the extra. And I tell you, collectively, if all of us can do a bit of what drone has done in this book, this country will be better. This country will be bigger than it is now. So I must tell you all to look for this book. The book also worked on several themes, and that's why the book stands out. I've told you a bit about drone, what he's done. He could advise from farming to insurance, name it. But later in the book, you also find out that no matter how good you are, people will still be jealous of what you do, who you are. And they always want to, step you down with that thing that maybe we'll call it talent. Maybe we'll call it whatever it is you want to call it. Even when you're not doing well, people are jealous of you. Now,
it is my pleasure to read a portion of Vivian Wando's book. The Brain Box of the Mind is about a genius born premature. He grew up to liberate struggling businesses to acquire billions. His poor background didn't deter him from helping others. He did it with so much zeal without charging them any money. This attitude definitely opened doors of opportunity for him. This book is a script about a man's path to finding himself in the process of impacting the lives of people positively and overcoming incredible odds, and this is how he did it. So you can see that from the first page, Vivian introduces intrigue, adventure, and curiosity. And having browsed through the book and having seen sections of conversations, I would like to recommend this book as something that everyone would enjoy, because it's a melange of different aspects of adventure, of business, and it is something that everyone from all ages would find interesting. So it has been my pleasure to read a portion of Vivian's book, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
thank you.
Everyone, I'm so blessed. I'm really, really blessed. I appreciate you for coming. I'm really, really honored. At this time that is COVID-19, and I can see these distinguished ladies and gentlemen right here in front of me. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much for coming. Now, the Brain Box of the Mind. It is a mind-blowing book, actually. It's a script that has demonstrated that value, what are you adding to yourself and to the world? What is your purpose? That's what this book is about. It's a book that demonstrates that being a business person is not enough. You have to be well-grounded in the sense that you have to be a business guru and also a romantic guru. Life needs to be balanced, right? Right? So this book just demonstrates about a particular character. His name is Drew. He has shown so much in this book. That is why I want you to just take your time, read it, make your comments, be sincere about your comments, either in my website or Amazon. But unfortunately, I need to apologize on their behalf. My website is down and it affected some people. We were patronizing Nigerians. The host is called Q7, so it's been down for like 2 days now. But in a few days it will come up. But please, once you finish reading the book, please make your honest comments. I really appreciate you. This book also, to be honest with you, is a book that if you like suspense, if you like adventure, if you love romance, please, this is the book for you. And as you read, share, and please tell other people, support me. I know you love me. You're already here, so I know you really love me. Please, I'm so grateful. You don't know how I feel right now. I'm really grateful. I thank you guys so much for coming. I thank you so much, so much. I don't know how to say thank you, but I think from my expression, I think you know how I feel, right? Thank you so much. And pardon me, all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please do not judge a book by its cover. You don't know whether you're sitting with the next president of Nigeria. I know what I'm saying, because I know the people are invited. So don't look them by their faces. Please, after this, our show or our event, make sure you distribute your complimentary card because there are people here.
Why didn't you tell me? Now I've been eyeing somebody since.
No, it's not too late. Just give them your number. It's
Okay. You are very smart.
Exactly. So please, after this, please network because they say network is your network, right? So please, anything I do actually, I always want people to benefit. I always to add value to people's lives. In as much as we're very few here, you can make millions from this crowd. I'm telling you. Believe me. Don't you believe me?
Yes, I know.
Don't you believe me? I'm just facing someone like, oh. Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much. My chairman, thank you so much. She's the pro consul of British Embassy. Was. I'm sorry, it was. I'm actually still expecting some people like the Obi of Obashipo. You know he's very engaged. Ifechukwu Day, Okonjo has texted me already that he's on his way. I don't know how long that's going to take, but we'll see. Then I want to recognize everybody that is here. You're all important to me. So many people. Mr. Olatunde Olalaye, apparently he's not feeling well, but he came here for me. I'm really very grateful. Thank you so much. And past president of Rotary, she lost her husband just a few months ago. She's here for me. So you can imagine what I'm trying to say. Just a few months ago, she came all the way. She says she has to be here in person. Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate everyone. My British embassy people, the diplomats, Lena, Shola, thank you so much. I know you're trying to run away, but we're almost done. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I can go on and on with the list, but I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Mr. Okwesi from Classic FM. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Mr. Ebo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I'm still expecting more as the book launcher. I'm still expecting more, please. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Please, it's time for us to cut the cake and take picture. We're almost done, but some people are still coming, but we still, as we go on, we keep going on. Sorry?
Maybe I should change my glasses to the
Yes,
plain one.
just came in now. Just came in.
You know, all of you knew I came in shakara.
Let me go to My name is Vivian Wandu. I am the author of Your Life and Sex. I'm a rebel lecturer and I have a podcast. I wrote Your Life and Sex because I realized that some people do not know what orgasm is, even having sex or when having sex. I also wrote the book because some women, after having kids, they lose interest in having sex or making love to their spouses. At the same time, you realize that some people are shy when it comes to sex. There's some men who have been rejected in bed because the women do not want to have sex or make love to their husbands or their spouses. So that's one of the reasons why I wrote this book. This is my 5th book. I've written about 5 books already. One of them is Lunar Palpitation, the Brain Box of the Mind. And Most Men in Lagos Are Mad. But my latest right now is Your Life and Sex. You can find my books in some of the stores in Nigeria. One of them is at Just Photo Stores at Auloro Road, and also in Total Institute of Bankers of Nigeria at Victoria Island in Lagos. In this book, there's a whole lot. You've got blended orgasm, you've got orgies, sex parties, threesome. There's a whole lot to be unpacked in this Your Life and Sex. In this Life and Sex, my goodness, you need to go and get it because there's a whole lot. How to, seduce your man, put him in the mood. And you know what? By the time you start reading this book, or you finish reading this book, in fact, when you even start reading the book, that man or woman who rejected you will be begging for you to come back. There's so much to be revealed in this book. So anyone who you know that has challenges with making love to his or her partner, this is a book for you. You see this book right here? It will help and repair your sex life. Get one for yourself and all your friends. Whoa, I'm so excited about this book launch. Guess what? I'm bringing one of the best sex experts to digest this book.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the launching of the book by our sister, Ms. Vivian Wandu, Your Life and Sex. In our midst today, we have Mrs. Moronike Eji, who is here with her husband, Mr. Agbola Olaniyi, and then we also have Mrs. Lusa Osaye. Thank you. So whilst we're waiting for the other dignitaries and guests to arrive, I would want us to avail ourselves the opportunity of getting to know one another. Yeah, it's a book launch, but it's also an opportunity for us to, interact and get to find out who we have in our midst today. So as we wait for the other ones to come, I want us to understand the essence of our being here today. Once again, like I said, is the launching of the book, by our sister, Miss Vivian Wandu, Your Life and Sex. For me, it's a very important topic because, one of the most important aspects of a man is the issue of sex. I used to have my father tell me that if you're able to overcome sex as an issue, part of your life journey would have been undertaken. So I think it's a very wonderful topic that she has chosen to, do justice to. And for everyone who understands how difficult it is to put up a literal work, you will appreciate what she has done. Okay? So as we wait for the others to come so that we start, I want us to, like I said again, get to find out who we have in our midst and, avail ourselves for the opportunity of getting to know them better. Thank you so much while we wait. Whilst we are, getting to know one another, I think it's important that we get to reveal the person behind the name or the author. Okay, so I want to talk briefly about the person, Ms. Vivian Aliam Wandu. As you know, she's an author, a Nigerian, of course, who grew up being intuitive, and it made her very versatile and creative in all that she does. A few years ago, after a short stint with a Shell Petroleum Development Company and British Deputy High Commission, she went for what she was passionate about, media consultancy, which led her to establish La Vive Expressions Limited as founder and CEO. She became a serial entrepreneur, a media personality, and a TV personality, a podcaster. She's a former judge for mini keynote contest for Lagos Business School and a former judge for Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria. She's also a Rotarian and competent leader and competent communicator in Toastmasters International. Okay, so let us welcome once again the author, Ms. Vivian Aliam Wando. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I want us to recognize once again, Mrs. Moroni KG Bukola Olani Agbola, who is here with her husband. Thank you, Ma, and thank you, sir. You're welcome. I want us to also to recognize Mrs. Lucy Osaye. Thank you, Ma. You're welcome. And also our book launcher today, Mr. Tony Ebo. Let's start by calling upon the person who's going to do the synopsis of the book that we're here today, Your Life and Sex, and that is the person of Mrs. Lucy Osaye.
Your Life and Sex is a book that harps on spouses being true and communicating their sexual behavior, lifestyle, and orientation to each other to achieve sexual satisfaction, which culminates to a healthy lifestyle. Having interviews with relationship experts with a wealth of experience in sex and lifestyle has exposed Vivian Wando to funny attitudes spouses put up while dealing with the issue of sex. These attitudes negatively contribute to many couples living in misery because they have not achieved satisfaction in the bedroom. Some of the attitudes include pretense, being shy to discuss sex with a partner, not being able to explore the best possible means of satisfying a partner, not being ready to discover the best sex methods and styles that work for the spouses, and so on and so forth. The funny thing about it is that most spouses go about their activities acting as if their sex life is fine, but there's an inner craving to be satisfied sexually, and this is one of the drivers of infidelity in relationships. Your Life and Sex is a necessity designed to provide a platform for spouses to satisfy themselves sexually. In this book, Vivian Wando brings the knowledge she has gained after speaking to many relationship experts over the years with amazing insights. She dishes it out raw while distilling relationship techniques that can bring spouses to love and appreciate sex as a gift from God to the enjoyment of humanity. Those who are struggling with their sex life will find this book as a manual, leading them to discover an approach and a behavior that works for them. The language is simple and appealing to all who are desirous to rule their sex life. The book is available on Amazon, iUniverse, and in bookstores around the world in different languages. Thank you.
I want us to also be ready to recognize and welcome the guest speaker, Mrs. Moroni KG Bukola Olani Agbola. I want us to recognize that she is an expert in mental well-being, having spent so much time as a nurse with the psychiatric hospital Yaba. So that gives her the right and also the authenticity to speak on mental well-being. So she's going to talk about mental well-being, which I think both topics are interwoven, because if you're not mentally healthy or prepared, definitely your sex life will also suffer. So, you're welcome.
I want to say congratulations to those of us that are seated in this program, because when we are talking about our lives and sex, there are a lot of things that has to do with our psychological being, our emotional being, in relation to our social life, before you can talk about your life and sex. Because if individual is not psychologically stable, if individual is not having that social interaction that can actually expose you to what it is for you as a person to have this sound mind, to be able to discern what is your life all about, even when you are in relationship, your sex life will be in shambles. Before I continue, let me quickly define to us what is mental health. Mental health refers to one overall psychological well-being, When you are talking about the totality of individual, the total well-being of an individual, you are talking about how the person thinks, how he feels about himself or herself, how he relates with people around. When you are talking about relationship with people around you, I think that drives home to that topic of sex life. If you don't have a good feeling towards your spouse, if you don't have that relationship towards your husband or your wife, definitely the sex life will be in shambles. So, the quality of your relationship and your ability to manage your feelings. Before we can talk about sex, would there be feelings or not? Hello?
Yes.
When you are talking about sex life, there must be feeling. Yes. And you will discover that a lot of men are in the house with their wife and there's no feeling for that woman. Vice versa. Women will be in the house with her husband and she won't have that feeling for her husband. And that will automatically affect their sexual life. And that gives us an eye-opener into what mental illness is all about, which a lot of people, excuse me, don't take cognizance of. When you are talking about mental illness, it's generally characterized by a combination of abnormal thoughts, abnormal perception, abnormal emotional feelings. Imagine a man leaving her beautiful wife on his bed and going to sleep with the maid. Are we understanding that? When we are talking about mental illness, it has a lot of relationship with our life and our sexual life. You imagine a woman who is being cared for by a responsible and a loving husband, telling lies to this same husband. Oh, honey, I'm going to see my aunts in the village. I'm going to see my uncle. I'm going to do this. And she will be going to see another man in one shamble and unbelievable place or places. Hope you can picture the two scenarios. And that is why mental awareness is very, very important. And I give it to my dear sister Vivian here for doing this for us. When we are talking about this mental illness, it has a lot of role to play in the way we think. Your thinking must be right with your husband or with your wife before you can enjoy your life and your sexual life. And this has to do with our social life. We are here today. A lot of programs like this are going on. People don't give space for the feeling of mental well-being. Even our government don't recognize what is mental health. Our religious organizations are not giving it a space. Our schools are not giving it a space. And that is why we have a lot of immorality out there. From the younger ones, they don't have understanding of what is sex and when should a sex come in. Coupled with children that have no teaching of sexual habit from home, because it is a belief that when you talk about sex, that three-letter word, sex, in some places you dare not mention it. It sounds like a taboo. How dare you call sex where there are children? Forgetting that we are in a technological age, advanced world, where those children learn faster than we do. And when we fail to integrate them into what it is, they learn on social media. And because they are not exposed to a mentor who could guide them on stages to go before you get to sexual life, they just go into it raw and they get their life, messed up. In return, it affects them psychologically. And a lot of them get to break down mentally. So why don't we take up this responsibility and talk about our lives and our sexual life? I want to believe that by the time we leave this place and we lay our hands on a copy or more of these books and we get to digest it, we will appreciate what it is to be emotionally stable, to look into your life and your sexual life. I will quickly integrate us with some causes of mental illness. Let's look at genetic factor. There are a lot of people that are born by parents with mental challenge. such children, if they don't imbibe what we call positive mental habit lifestyle, there's every possibility that they break down mentally. A child may escape in a family of 2, 3, 4 children. 3 children may escape and 1 may be unlucky. And where there is a good positive mental habit lifestyle, all of them may escape. But their children, which is the second generation, 1 or 2 of them may not escape it. And reason why people are asking, how come someone is having mental illness? Another thing could be biological factor that can cause mental illness in an individual. When we are talking about biological factor, we don't take care of ourselves from these minor ailments. Take, for instance, malaria. A lot of people don't know that malaria could degenerate to mental illness if not well cared for. Yes, I can see my brother there. If malaria is not properly taken care of, it can lead to mental illness. If typhoid fever is not well taken care of, it can lead to mental illness. A whole lot of diseases like kidney issues, HIV, the end product of all these ailments can lead to mental illness. Even surgical cases, amputation, the individual that has just lost 1 hand, 1 leg, or both, psychologically will go down. And that is where we are clamoring for support, moral support, spiritual support, financial support from everyone. So whoever that is going through one ailment, so that they don't end up having mental illness. Psychological factor. Some of us are product of trauma as a child. A lot of children were molested while they were growing up, sexually abused. They couldn't own up to anyone, and they grew up with that pain. And eventually, the individual may break down mentally. A lot of stressful life that we are exposed to. Take, for instance, Lagos alone. Is it not stressful? Many of us have been on a journey that shouldn't take us more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes, for over an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on the road. All this tell on our psychological being, and it may affect individual. Environmental factor could lead to mental illness. The environment we live in is not friendly. So someone is frustrated, someone is losing value, someone is losing, things that could make him to have a deep thought of, why am I living? And the environment is not friendly. You see your neighbor, you can't extend the arms of love. Some neighborhood, you can't even say hi. And all sorts are what is making people to break down. Another thing that could lead to mental illness is substance abuse. Gone are the days when someone lives with, on substance and they are doing well because they are able to guide themselves. But in this dispensation, you see children of about 9-year-old, 12-year-old, some even younger than that, going to all this drinking, smoking, all sorts of things combined together. There's one they call loud, combination of all sorts of substances. They call some Colorado, all sorts of things that our young adults are taking into these days. And it affects their mental development. Knowing fully well that their mental capacity is yet to develop to the full state. And this makes them to break down easily. I want to quickly integrate us with those factors that affect our sexual life. They are not far-fetched from what I've said. Biological factor. When an individual is having an ailment and is not open up to the partner, a lot of women are going through hormonal imbalances. And if the husband is not in that journey, especially the monthly cycle, you can't have the best of your wife when she's going through that premenstrual pain, even postmenstrual issue. A lot of women are nursing it alone, they are managing it alone. But where you have a man who is in the knowing of what is going on with my wife, you know her circle, you know her system. I give it to some men that go ahead to ask their wives, honey, I haven't seen you flowing this month. What happened? Such a woman will appreciate the husband, will be able to tell him what is going on, probably due to certain sickness in her body, or probably there's a pain somewhere, or you need to see a gynecologist to know what is happening once she's not pregnant. Even during ovulation, some women cannot stand their husband because of the ovulation pain. Some women have it more painful than menstrual pain. And mind you, ovulation period is when a woman is fertile, that she's expected to be, to get pregnant. But a woman in pain cannot subject herself to sex. And that is a factor that husband needs to know, and women should learn to open up to their husband. Psychological factor. Like I said, a young child that was raped have this belief that is contrary to sex. Or someone that was, exposed to infliction of pain before being engaged in sex. Such a person is bastardized already psychologically, and you can't have such as a woman, and you want to tell me you will have the best of our attention on bed. It's not possible. So a man needs to go extra mile to actually journey with the wife, to know what is going on psychologically before her sex life can give you that satisfaction, and you also can enjoy your sexual life. The third one I will mention is the social life. We have some men that their social life while growing up was to God be thy glory, and also ladies. Some people believe that the best bet is to enjoy their life before they get married, and they have been exposed to all sorts of, sexual activities, and this makes it difficult for them to enjoy the best of sex in marriage. Take, for instance, a lady that was into prostitution or sex working before she got married. The husband may not satisfy her in bed, and it required combination effort of both to understand where she was coming from. Or a man who finds it pleasurable sleeping with 3 ladies overnight, and you want him to settle down with a lady. A lot of things will happen because of the past social life. And if those are not attended to, definitely the life and the sexual life of the couple will surely be affected. And that is why I'm also appreciating Vivian for this great job she has done. We cannot but appreciate that when we are talking about sexual life, we must journey together with our partner. It's unfortunate that the society is not really giving it to us as it should be sexually. If you dare mention sex somewhere in the public, especially where the religious people are, you are an unholy person. You'll be castigated, you'll be looked down upon. They don't even want to integrate you into spiritual activities. However, a lot of members are suffering in silence, that they need to be open up in this kind of conversation. They need to know what is their sexual life is. Imagine a pastor being called upon to come and settle marital issue, and the man will not open up because my wife is not giving it to me well. The wife will be telling the pastor, I don't know, ask him. He's the one that will tell you, living in pretense and pain. I think it's high time we talk about this important topic to the society so that we stop having all these mental challenges. A lot of women will have the feelings to have sex with their husband, but because the society forbids it, they cannot call on their husband that, honey, I think I need your attention. And look at her sharing with her friend, a fellow woman, say, Oh, you mean you want to tell your husband that? No, 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 no. He will see you to be so cheap. Excuse me. What makes a married woman to be cheap in her home to her husband? Haven't been paid her dowry and everything. Tell me, what value again? Hello? How cheap can she be? Telling my husband that, honey, I think I need your attention in bed. It's a thing we need to see and practice. And when you have a man who knows that you are there for him sexually, though, in quotes, some men, whatever a woman gives to them, they don't care. They still have that mind of going out. But for a responsible and a sane man who knows that anytime I call on my woman, even when I don't call on her, she feel like she doesn't hide it. Such a man will come and stay with that woman. It goes vice versa. When a man is calling on his wife and the man is actually available, the woman will have sex, that sense of a fulfilled life in marriage, which enhances her sexual life. I don't want to... Can I continue?
Please continue.
Okay. I don't want to take much of our time before, but I think I still have the floor. You know, sometimes you will see a woman keeping awake overnight because she's having this arousing to have sex with her husband. And you will see the man sleeping and snoring. And nobody cares. And the woman will be living in pain. I think, ladies, we need to stop that. I see it to be a pretense. When you have the feeling and you are with your husband, feel free to express yourself. That is the life you can explore. Trust our men. When they ask a woman the first time, the second time, and she's reluctant, feeling tired today, pain tomorrow, those are the common excuses lady gives. Storyline, thank you. I think we need to stop that. Your primary assignment as a woman, maybe we don't know, is to have this sexual enjoyment with our husbands. Our second assignment is in the kitchen, but you will see a lot of women carrying kitchen matter on their heads. I need to cook for you. I need to do this. Forgetting that if you satisfy this man in bed, he will go all the way to do the kitchen business with you or even for you. Some men will tell their women, oh, darling, just relax. I'll get you a cup of coffee. I'll get you this. But we are missing those opportunities. I think those are things we will come across in that book that we need to come out. Please. And also, as women, instead of you keeping awake alone, wake your husband. Wake him. Even if he's not interested, probably he overworked, he's tired, engage him in some conversation that will bring him home to your business. And also, we must understand that for a man to actually enjoy a good sexual life with his wife, that woman's appearance is very, very important. A lot of women find it difficult to clean up, to be presentable to their husband. This drives a lot of men crazy. And this is one of the reasons why men decide to look outside. Men are moved by what they see. It doesn't matter where you are coming from, what you have done. Endeavor to take a shower in the evening, freshen up, put on something attractive to your husband, and get on the bed. I tell you, you've given him an open check to fill in for you for that moment. Also, I need us to understand that our sexual life is our life. You define it the way you want it. If you fail to address it with all passion, you will be the one going through the pain. Even your husband, as close as he is with you on the bed, may not know. Your wife may not know. At every point in time, feel free to speak on how you are feeling. Like I said, men should try as much as possible to journey with their wife. Likewise, women. Your husband has gone since morning, is coming back. Try to know how the day went. Don't receive your husband with complaints. is human. Before he becomes a husband, he was once first a human being. That feeling, you don't know what has transpired between him and the business partner or with the boss. Let him come into a friendly environment. That will stabilize whatever stress is coming with. And he will be emotionally balanced to attend to the family and to attend to you. Our sexual life is as important as the air we breathe in. And it is high time we give it maximum attention so that we don't suffer in silence and we don't end up breaking down mentally. I don't know if there's going to be any question so that... Okay, so at this point, I think I want to draw a curtain to enable us to ask our questions. Thank you.
Anybody with a question or something you noticed? So wise or not, I want to tell us that this book, Your Life and Sex, is actually a practical tool, to enhance, okay, I'm coming to you, Ma, to enhance our sex lives. Not because I want to believe the author just decided to be as raw as she can, but I think it's important when we're talking about the issue of sex, that we're able to understand that it's a practical thing. Even in the Bible, the Bible in the book of Proverbs talks about how the breast of a woman was designed for a man. So for a Bible to acknowledge that aspect of life, and also the fact that sex was designed for us, means that it's something that when we are talking about, we have to be as direct as possible. So we have our first question that's coming, surprisingly, from the author of the book, Miss Vivian.
I just want to find out, why is it that some men actually go for housemates? Now, the woman in question is a wife who, she's beautiful, she cooks well, in a way, presentable. In a way, I have an idea, but I just wanted to hear from the professional. Could it be that it's an attitude that is making the man to go for a housemate? I'm going to be specific on that housemaid, because we'll have several situations, even on media, how we get to know, because they're popular people, where a popular man would go and be sleeping with a housemate, But I'm asking this for majority of people. Why is this so? It might I don't know whether it's her, will I say her attitude, because she can cook, she's good in bed, and she's presentable as well. So what makes a man go look for another person? To shorten it up, is a housemate.
This simply happens because probably the man is tired of the woman, the complaints, the command of tone. You see, men have what they call erection. Men is different from women. When a man loses erection, it's over. But the same man turns left and right to another woman, and there's full erection. We know that women are, wonderful. They are private. We're told they can, abstain from sex. Women are built to do all those nice things. But most women, beautiful women, fantastic women, rely on one man only. So they stay faithful. But we know that men can waver. So now what I'm trying to say is that if a woman wants to keep having that comfort of his man, of his husband, she must know how to maintain the erection. It's there in the book. I mean, I'm privileged to have been able to go through the book. So this is why the book is special, because it teaches all that intimacy, how you can maintain a relationship. That's why it's different. These people think it's just an ordinary book. I think this book is one of the best from the books for me, because of what is involved, sexual. When they say when you give up the goods very fast, it's not too good. Meaning, before the man says, come, you jump. No?
Once again, I really want us to appreciate the essence of our gathering here today, because, again, it's not easy to do any literary work on the concept sex. because it's a very controversial one. So I want us to thank Ms. Wando once again for the courage and the audacity to, delve into where most people would even never even want to talk about, how much more putting it into literary work. Thank you once again for that. Let me tell us how important this topic is. The local ministry where I worship, faith-based, I remember once our pastor had to, for 3 Sundays going, decided that we're going to be having 2 services. Each service was for the man, the other service was for the woman. What were we talking about? Sex. That's how important it is. So we spent 3 weeks as a church dealing with the concept of sex. So once again, it's an opportunity for us to gather here, under the book launch of Vivian Wando, which has given rise to some of the discussion we have here. And I believe that it's not going to stop here. It's going to continue, beyond the space. Thank you once again, everyone who has spoken. So let's not forget that the essence of this gathering, apart from the fact that we want to, reveal the book, is for us to launch the book. So this is an official launching of the book, Your Life and Sex by Vivian Wando. So I want us to begin to ask ourselves, probe our minds and ask ourselves, how much does this book worth?
I would pick 6 of the books, for starters, because I run an hotel and I want to encourage the customers. I know they will be into it. Hotel is known for sex, actually. So it would sell better in my outfit. So I'll take 6 of the books to start the launch.
The account number of Vivian Wando, it's 30-537-972-20. I'll read that again. 30-537-97-220. And the bank is First Bank with the name Vivian Wando. So once again, I want us to appreciate our host, Vivian Wando, for the opportunity to discuss a very important issue that is one that's very integral in our part as human beings, and that is the issue of sex. Once again, let's put our hand together for Miss Wando. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please make sure you grab a copy or 2 before you leave here today for the benefit of your loved ones and also yourself. Okay? Once again, the account number, just in case you would want to do something privately, it's 30-53-79-7220. First Bank with the name Vivian Wando. God bless you as you support the ministry.